standards. I mean, you're not like your Uniteds and your Chelseas that go around kicking them cripples in wheelchairs and things like that. If there's a bystander there, like a woman with a baby, they'll help that woman and the child out of the way and then carry on with the rugby.
There are railway police on the train, but they keep out of sight and leave it to the stewards. The atmosphere is free and easy. The lads while away the time in gambling, drinking and talking about football.
Well, we always do try to charter trains when we travel away. It's much easier to get all the supporters together on one train. If you don't charter a train, they'll travel anyway. And they'll travel on several service runs. And obviously it isn't good for the club, it isn't good for our reputation. We find if we've got them all on one train, we know who they are, and we can control them.
Unfortunately, not all of Millwall's supporters travelled on the train. Half of them made their own way to Bristol, including F Troop, who hired a coach for the occasion. Bobby the Wolf, Harry the Dog, Mad Pat and Winkle piled into the bus, which at £3 a head was £1 cheaper than the train. F-Troop were not just going for the match, but for a night out on the town. They didn't intend to leave Bristol until 2 o'clock in the morning. This contravenes the official guidelines laid down by the Minister of Sport, Dennis Howe. Coaches are required to leave town within an hour of the final whistle, and they're not supposed to carry any alcohol. It is perhaps hardly surprising that the coach operator should be unaware of these rules when clubs like Millwall are also in the dark about them.
Well, in actual fact, I've never seen any guidelines. I don't know anything about them. We don't... You know, you've caught me there because I don't know anything about any guidelines. We just run our away travel on our own common sense and experience.
When the Millwall train reached Bristol, the fans were escorted to the ground by the local police force. The police had 100 men on duty for the game, a tribute, if you like, to Millwall's reputation. To avoid this reception committee, F-Troop intended to be dropped off in town so they could invade the Bristol Rovers end.
Well, we want to do a few gigs up there, like. We're the F-Troop, you know what I mean? We love a row, we got football. And this is it.
Oh, look, too bad, Harry, look.
Is that more important than the football?
Well, it's about equal.
To me, we're not past the We're going there, you look, we've got no boots on, nothing. You know? We go there, no scarves, we never wear our colours, nothing. We go there, if we're going to Bristol End, we'll go there for a drink. They know we're Londoners, they can tell you're Londoners, you know?
15 times smarter.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Give us credit.
We go there, like, and you've always got that one northerner who wants to have a go at you. So, like, if they have a go at you, like, you're going to have a go back. It's not being an hooligan.
Unfortunately for F-Troop, their coach broke down. But there were other coaches and other nutcases. And a scheduled ruck took place. Without F-Troop, the Millwall invaders got short shrift from the home fans. And then the old Bill waded in. Penned at the opposite end, Treatment and the rest of Millwall's supporters club could only offer vocal encouragement. This is what is known as Millwall aggro. The tide of battle turned against Millwall's hooligans. It was all over in 5 minutes. Four arrests were made and numerous troublemakers weeded out, including Harry the Dog, who, having hitchhiked to the ground, had staged an unsuccessful solo attack on the Bristol end before being escorted to the Millwall terrace. It was a bad day for the visitors. The weather was bad, the game was bad, And the unkindest cut of all, Millwall lost to a team Tottenham had massacred 9-0 a fortnight earlier. Treatment professed themselves to be pissed off and as sick as a parrot. But they'll all be back next week. At Millwall, as at most football clubs, violence is only one side of the coin. On the other side are good humour, companionship, and a sense of belonging, which for these lads would be hard to replace. Of course, measures must be taken to curb the excesses of soccer violence. But if those measures drive the terrace fans out of football, the cure may prove worse than the disease.
That was David Taylor reporting. We want to thank Millwall Club for their help. Alone, among several clubs we approached, they were willing to cooperate with us. Millwall, in fact, is going some way to meeting the problem of violence constructively. They're hoping to build a sports centre with the idea of diverting the youngsters' energies from fighting to active sport. And that may be closer to a real solution to the problem of football violence than putting up fences. That's one of the things we were going to discuss tonight, if it hadn't been for the firemen's strike. That's all from Panorama this week. Till next Monday. Good night.